Here's my review of Last Night in Soho. We follow a fashion designer named Ellie who was able to travel back to the 1960s and kind of through mirrors. This movie is pretty good with its visuals. I think there's a lot of unique shots. But when she travels back in time, she encounters this wannabe singer, Sandy, and she kind of gets obsessed with fame, but then she kind of like throughout the movie, you realize that like there's a bunch more darkness to it. And this is where I'm going to get into spoilers, even though I've never given a spoiler warning. But you find out that like her manager is like really abusive, or it's like her boyfriend too. And there's a lot of dark stuff like that, as Ellie's still kind of like in the mirrors and like can see all this. And there's a lot of, it feels like a psychological horror. And I thought this movie was just a really fun time. It was really confusing, but it was really good. And the plot twist is basically that Ellie's landlord actually is Sandy. So we find out that like Sandy, who was the victim of abuse in the 1960s, is actually the elderly landlord that Ellie lives at that apartment. And there's just like a bunch of cool like twists like that. I wouldn't say a bunch of twists, but like there's a bunch of kind of turns, I guess, that the story takes. And I think it's a very emotional movie at times. And I think probably my favorite thing is probably the visuals, like the way how we see Ellie almost see through like reflections and mirrors, she sees Sandy. And I think that is done really well. And I thought all the acting was great. The visuals, obviously, I've said. And the music was really good. And so, yeah, we find out that the landlord is Sandy the whole time. And that she basically kind of escaped this kind of, like a cycle of abuse with, like, her boyfriend in, like, the 60s. And really dark stuff like that. But I thought this movie was just a lot of fun. Great visuals. And, yeah, I definitely recommend it.